Dune time, Dune time, it's Christmas Dune time. Hey, Merry Christmas, it's time for some ranked Dune Imperium Digital with me, Bludgeon. And looks like I'm gonna be player 4 here in the game. So I've got first pick. Who do I want to be? I feel like Baron is the Christmassiest of characters here. Maybe Baron's like the Grinch, you know? Also, I haven't played a Baron game in a little while. All right, woo, look at this Imperium row. Other memories, shifting allegiances, shy Hulud, Chom directorship, Bene Gesserit's sister. That is pretty wild. Pretty wild here. I recognize a couple of these names. These are some players who are, I think, at the top of the ranked leaderboards. So this should be a tough game, I think. I don't recognize Captain Inglo here, but Shipithala I definitely recognize, and Schlegel, yeah. I've seen that name as well. So yeah, let's see how this goes here. The text, by the way, Memo Quarters, Restricted Ordnance, and Holtzman Engine, all pretty interesting technological units. All right, well, I'm just gonna go the standard guild Freeman here, and we'll see how it all works out. Sylvain, you want to say hello to you want to say anything to anybody? Ouais, bonjour, joyeux Noël tout le monde. Oh, Sylvain says Merry Christmas to everybody. That's very nice. All right, so Hundro has selected an intrigue card and therefore also knows the top card of the intrigue deck, which it's pretty powerful, honestly. First of all, to get the better of 2 intrigue cards, or whichever one is you feel the most useful for you. Just to start the game with that is pretty nice, but to also know what's there. So, you know, if you happen to know it's a really good one, you can prioritize getting it yourself, but otherwise you know what it is when someone else takes it. Okay, the immediate Memo Quarters for Memnon, that's a pretty nice move. One of the cool things about Memnon is being able to do that. You know, if you get your signet ring, you can send it to tech negotiation, get the spice from your signet ring, buy the tech for the 1 spice discount, and get an immediate 2 spice tech, and it's replaced by another good 2 spice tech with Minimic Film. Very interesting. So I've got Diplomacy, Dagger, and Reconnaissance. Okay, Hundro goes to Fold Space. I'm pretty sure Yuna's going to be very happy to pick up Smuggling. And then for me, no, she goes to Still Suits. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I could go for the immediate Hardy Warriors here. But I think I'm going to take the opportunity to... Honestly, there's interesting options here. Like Carthag would be great. But I'm going to go ahead and smuggle. I'm not sure what the optimal move is, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Well, you know, I don't really want anybody else to be getting their smuggle action on right now. Everybody has 1 water, so the Hardy Warriors is open for everybody here. All really good cards in the Imperium row here. Like, look at this. All of these are good. All of these are quite good. So far, okay, so Hardy Warriors is here for me to take, and I can get the victory with it. Assuming, you know, Hunter doesn't have some really awesome intrigue card, I don't think there's anything he could have that would get him the win. Yuna at 6. So I could just put in 3 troops and win it. But actually, I want to put in 4 to trigger the Master Stroke anyway. So it's like kind of whatever. I'm just going to do it. It's kind of wasting a troop. I think they all know I'm going to do this, which is why they're not putting in that many. I'll just go ahead and do it. It's, like I said, it's kind of overkill, but I think I just want to get that done. And look, a victory point is not a bad thing to get anyway. As for my reveal, you know, it's just going to be an Arrakis liaison here. So for next round, this is what I've got. I have the Solari for the Signet Ring. So that's kind of another benefit of having gone to the smuggling here is it makes sure that I have that Solari ready to go so that I can get an intrigue card off the Signet Ring if I want to. You know, there may be, we'll see how things go. Maybe I'll decide, you know, to hang on to it if I think it's going to get me closer to my Swordmaster or whatever. It was interesting that Yuna had a very strange round, honestly. What did she grab with the... Did an early reveal. I mean, this was the hand. I guess this is why, right? Yuna had... She had Seek Allies, 2 daggers, and 2 convincing arguments. And tech negotiation was taken. So it was a rough hand for Yuna for sure. So this coming round, she's going to have Diplomacy, Signet Ring. Diplomacy, Signet Ring, 2 Dunes, and a Reconnaissance, I guess, is going to be her hand next round. Hundro grabs the Shifting Allegiances. We'll have to try to remember that. Okay, actually, you know what? I was going to take the Arrakis Liaison, but I think I'll take the Administrator instead. Maybe it'll help me sneak that second point with the guild. And if not, maybe I can get some cards trashed out of my deck. All right, so the early, you know, 3 points, triple everyone else's score. That's kind of how it goes with Baron a lot of the time. It doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. Right? So Hundro is going to be the first to unlock shipping now. And Yuna smuggles this time. Last time just couldn't do it. All right, so what do I want to do now? I'm somewhat tempted to go to Still Suits, get some water. The thing is, like, everybody else has water, so this is not likely coming back to me. You know what? I'm just going to go to Wealth. Just get some Solari in the bank to, you know, work toward, like, I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to cash in the shipping track situation. So I'm just going to grab some Solari here when I can and, you know, inch towards getting Swordmaster or even High Council seat potentially. With all this stuff here, could be good. There's the shipping from Hundro. He does recall. Does he take Solari? He does. That puts me up to 4. Yuna's probably going to end up doing that next round. She's probably going to do the smuggling and maybe cash in her Solari, which would get me up to 5. I'm trying to think if I want to save the Solari or get the intrigue card. I think I do want to get the intrigue card. Possibly even go to Carthag and get 2. Okay, there's the Carthag from Yuna. I could also go get some water at Siege Tabor. Might not be the worst thing, because next round, like, there might be some spice there to grab. If I can get, like, 2 combat intrigues somehow, I could potentially win this conflict. I think I want the water to give me some flexibility here. So I'm going to take 1 intrigue card, see what I get. Second wave. Interesting. So Hundro knows that that's what I have. 2, 4, 6, 7. I could potentially win this conflict. I'm going to put 1 in just so I have an option and at least get a spice out of this. But yeah, Carthag, like if I'd gotten another combat intrigue, I could have potentially won this, which, you know, would have been pretty interesting. Okay, Memnon grabs all that spice. He's probably angling. I mean, any of these. Any of those would be good for anybody to get. Hundro reveals for 3. So my reveal is unfortunately not great. Okay, 0 swords on Yuna. I don't know about Memnon. Okay, he has daggers. He has 2 daggers in hand right now. Okay, so I can't actually beat him. Right? Because I'm at 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that won't do it. Yeah, it's an unfortunate reveal. Given this situation, I think I'm going to actually go 2 liaisons because I want to increase my persuasion, give myself the best chance at being the one who gets that directorship, or even a Peter de Vries, or even a Shai Hulud. There's decent stuff there. Yeah, so there's the 2 daggers on Memnon. So I can't take first with this, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's close, but it's not enough. I could do it to take second place, get a different intrigue card, take the intrigue card away from Yuna, burns a troop. Is that really worth it? I think I'd rather just hang on to that, but it was tempting, I gotta say. I mean, I could really reveal and just take the directorship. I gotta say it's tempting, but if Memnon has the signet ring, he can get the Holtzman engine with it. I could Arakeen and then maybe early reveal if I want. I'm honestly tempted to do it. But I'm also tempted to grab this 4 spice. And because then if Memnon can't, that sets me up to potentially get the Holtzman engine for myself. Oh, it's a tough one. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pass on deploying the troop right now. I was really tempted to do it. Really tempted to do it. I love that. I love getting that card so much, and I hate it. Damn it. Okay, it's not the signet ring, but he does block me, so I can't get it myself. And he goes for the mnemic film. Right, detonation devices pops up. High Council for Hundro. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to regret not taking that. I'm going to go to Arakeen because maybe I get lucky and draw the Arrakis Liaison and then I can still do this. No. Didn't happen. I think it makes sense to put in 1 here. I should have done it. But anyway. What's done is done. Yeah, Memnon gets it. Memnon gets it. Okay, so that's how it is, but that's huge for Memnon, obviously. Like, that's 3 victory points immediately. It would have been 2 for me immediately. Would have put me close to an alliance. It would have opened up shipping for me. I probably should have done it, honestly. I went against my instincts. The spice, I was just, ooh, all that spice. You know, I'm an addict. Everybody's addicted to that stuff. So, it happened, and also the combination of all that spice and this Holtzman engine is kind of what made me do it. So, anyway. It means that Hundro is going to be able to interstellar shipping. Oh no, I guess not. Memnon's going to block him. Okay. Hundro, I imagine, is going to take that guild alliance right now. Yeah. Again, Hundro knows I have this second wave. If I use it, I'll have 7 strength, which would mean if he has an ambush, he would beat it. He also might have... He might have a dagger in hand, potentially. All right, so 6, I think that is going to be the Peter de Vries. I don't have the combo here, so I think this makes sense. Peter also fits in with the sort of plan I have of trying to get the Holtzman engine. Is he going to go with the swords or the persuasion? He's going with the swords, I think. Yeah, again, he knows what I have here. Yeah, so wait a minute. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I could get to 7, but... You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'll make him burn his intrigue if he in fact does have a combat intrigue, because he might not. He might not. Maybe he took an endgame or something. So... if he did take a combat intrigue, let him use it. No, he didn't. Okay. All right. I'm glad I did that. So that gives me a victory point and a water. That's very helpful. Terrible purpose. Okay, so... this would, I think, get me Swordmaster this round. So that's probably what I want to do. Fold Space, I think, is unlikely to stick around for me. I do want the Holtzman engine, but I think I have to do this. Come on, you dumb animations. Lose that dagger out of there. Stop there. And so... depending on how things go, I might not end up using the diplomacy, which kind of sucks. Because, you know, I want to go to Swordmaster and I want to go to tech negotiation to get this. The sooner I get this, the better, right? Because I can start drawing cards immediately. And also, you know, make sure nobody else ends up sniping it from you, which could easily happen. You know, someone could go like Memnon next time could end up with interstellar shipping and snag it that way, or anybody could really. Hundro now has 6 spice as well. he might end up going to Dreadnought to take it. That is disturbing to me. That is disturbing to me. It means if I want it, I have to just get it now and lose the Swordmaster. I could theoretically still get Swordmaster next round, but not necessarily. Hundra might end up going to Conspire or something to get Solari, so he would end up blocking me on Swordmaster. Maybe that's what he wants to do anyway. So I have to risk just losing it because I don't want to lose the Swordmaster here. Okay, nice. And look, if it happens, then the diplomacy ends up, you know, getting sent somewhere, and that's fine. I'll find some use for that spice this game, you know. Memnon hits up Mentat. There's some interesting guild stuff here, by the way, right? Guild Accord sitting here. Very powerful card, being able to get to the Hayliner no matter what, and for cheap. Guild Ambassador, obviously, that's something that Hundro is going to want to get a hold of. Already with the Guild Alliance, so being able to just feed spice for victory points there would be good. Does he go for the Dreadnought play here? No, he goes to tech. Okay, tech negotiation, yeah. So pretty sure that Holtzman engine. No, goes for the restricted ordnance. Interesting. Okay, so Hundro now really wants to start winning conflicts. He has his High Council seat. He's now going to be very difficult to beat in the conflict. So I can get the Holtzman engine. Actually, I can't. I can't because I only have 5 spice. He went to tech negotiation. So I can't do it. That means it is diplomacy time. So fine. It'll be diplomacy time. I guess I take the fold space. Obviously, I'm not going to have a chance to use interstellar shipping for a long time, and Memnon is probably going to end up doing it next round to take that Holtzman engine. So things are kind of feeling bad, but I need the victory point anyway, and putting the fold space card in the deck is kind of handy because I need a lot of faction bumps still. You know, having missed the... I'm just trying to think if I could have maybe won the conflict. Not really. Not with that tech that Hundro picked up. The Chom directorship, yeah, I'm still feeling the pangs of regret letting that directorship go. I have very little faction access in my deck. 8 for 100. Does he go for the Guild Accord? Does he go for the Shai Hulud? Does he go for the Guild Ambassador? He goes for the Guild Accord. Yeah, it makes sense. All I have for faction is diplomacy and that fold space. That's it. And I reveal for a big 1. A big ol' 1 persuasion. And, you know, like, the spice is what I took in basically, among other things. But that's what I took instead of taking that Chom directorship. That 4 spice was sitting there. I thought I wanted that because I wanted this. That was kind of the decision. You know, and I wonder now that we're getting closer to the later rounds, if it's better for me to just kind of hold on to that spice rather than doing this, but I think it probably is still a good idea. Yeah, Hunter is going to be tough in these combats now. Cloak and dagger. So I think Memnon's going to take that Holtzman engine with an interstellar shipping here. That would be my guess. This is a bit harsh. Yep. There it goes. So, you know, my trade was a failure, really, because I didn't get what I wanted to get in exchange. And instead, Memnon ended up getting both of the things that I was deciding between. Okay, Hundro looking to set up for Swordmaster this round, it seems like. Smuggling for Yuna. So I've got a pretty rough hand, I have to say. Maybe I just Mentat. It feels kind of bad because like I really want more Solari to try to get a High Council seat. But this just feels... Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Okay. Memnon grabs Swordmaster. I honestly, I'm thinking, do I just throw it away and take a Spice Must Flow? Because what can I do here? What can I get accomplished really? You know, I can play this somewhere, trash a card. Peter, I can play him and get an intrigue card. You know, I could go to Arakeen or something, but... Oof. Flagship. You know, I could go to Siege Tabor and then potentially Research Station, but that would lose me 5 persuasion, and I'm not going to draw 5 in 3 cards. I mean, I theoretically could, but it's a lot of like faffing around to basically do what I just want to do anyway, which is, you know what? It's pretty bad, but I didn't feel like there was a whole lot else worth doing. Let me know. Let me know in the comments what you would have done that round. You know, I could have picked up a little bit more spice. I could have maybe tried to get something out of this conflict, but probably not win it. I could have, you know, I could have sent the guild administrator to fold space. You know, trash a card. Not really threaten the alliance, though. I could have gone to Arakeen, draw something. You know, maybe get something worth doing, but I felt like just get a victory point is kind of felt like the best thing I could do with my time there. Which is a lot worse than, you know, that I just keep thinking about that directorship round. If I'd early revealed there, I would have only been losing 2 agents to do it, and it would have been worth potentially multiple victory points rather than just 1. Also, keeping, you know, Memnon down. Memnon would be sitting at the moment at like 3 victory points instead of 6. Also on his way to a Bene Gesserit alliance here. Memnon gets the Ixian engineer point. So he's well on his way here, getting towards 8 victory points. I still have a bunch of spice. Maybe I can get that flagship with it. Maybe I can challenge for, you know, a Hayliner round 7. I'll be player 2. Maybe. In the meantime, I still need to get a point with the Emperor. And this is going to be tough. So maybe I can get spice and the flagship. I don't have Solari to actually use it. It'd be kind of just like burning spice for a victory point. I could also just conspire and High Council seat. Maybe that would make more sense. And hope to pick up some spice must flows. Maybe that's something I should do. I mean, it's round 7 next. But I'm not guaranteed to draw guild access next round. So I think actually the Conspire High Council is the route I'm going to take. These are the cards on top of my deck. You know, I'm not excited about drawing them, but it gets them out of the way at least. Okay, interesting. So unfortunately, with that High Council seat, I'll be at 8 persuasion, not 9. And that's the top card of my deck, so I won't be able to actually get... I won't be able to actually get to a Spice Must Flow this round, which would have been really nice. I'll keep an eye on this conflict. With the Hardy Warriors gone, it's going to be tough for me to challenge for it. Also, Memnon's still having 3 agents. I do need spice for this as well. So Yuna has water. She might be looking at that. I could get this first, get the High Council seat later. That probably makes sense. Yeah, I think I need to get this 3 spice. Unfortunately, I can't pay for the intrigue card because I am planning to get that High Council seat, although the intrigue card could theoretically give me a chance at this conflict, but I think I have to just do this first. And do I want to deploy for any Solari here? Having the option at a Mentat might be worth doing. I'll put 1 in. Two agents left on Memnon. Does he have any spice must flows yet? Not yet. Okay, goes to Air King maybe to try to get the persuasion necessary for a spice must flow. Also lets him deploy more. Okay, here comes, yeah, the tricky 4 spice there for the Hayliner. All right, so I'm going to be getting nothing out of this 1 troop, unfortunately. Ends up being a waste, which is not great. I could burn an ambush just to get, you know, tie Memnon for 2nd, end up both getting 3rd potentially. Seems like probably a pretty bad idea. You know, I could go to Carthag, but I'm not getting 1st. You know what I mean? I'm not really that excited about fighting and dying for 2nd. The High Council seat would be good. However, I also do need to get this Bene Gesserit point. So maybe I end up just going to secrets here. Pick up the High Council seat maybe later when that dagger shows up. And I think that's going to end up making more sense since I can't actually get anything good right now anyway. So I think it is going to be secrets, and I'm going to hope to be able to get that 2nd point. I'm not going to do the selective breeding. Because, you know, it's not going to, it doesn't really do a lot for me. It's not going to get me to spice must flow. It burns my spice, makes sure I can't get this. So that's not going to be the play. Am I ever going to use this advanced weaponry? Probably not. Yeah, so there's the ambassador. So he's got 2 cards that, whoa, that trigger off of having the guild alliance. Probably both. It's probably the only cards that actually do that. All right. So with 5 here, I guess I probably take this Firm Grip because it is a chance. It's it's another card that could get me that Bene Gesserit point. It's not great. It's not great because it's no persuasion otherwise, and it's Solari I might not have, but I'm just going to do it. Because getting that point, I think, is going to be potentially difficult to accomplish. You know, I've got a diplomacy that can get me that point otherwise. That's the only thing I have. So at least now there's 2 cards in there that can get me that point. But I'm not feeling great about my chances in this game because I'm basically kind of screwed out of winning future big conflicts. Right? Because my spice is kind of potentially tied up here. I mean, not necessarily. But it's torn between those things, right? Also, again, Hundro having that extra 4 combat every round. Nobody has any dreadnoughts. I could, you know, surprise throw in a dreadnought at a certain point. Wow. Would have loved that. I mean, it's a little late in the game to get maximum use out of it, but... So we're coming up to round 7. Hundro gets control of Arakeen. Nobody currently has enough spice for a Hayliner. There's no way for me to get it. I guess there is, because I will have the opportunity to go to interstellar shipping. So I could, you know, if I'm really crazy, I could just do like an interstellar shipping up down just to take 2 spice. Feels pretty weird. But depending on what I draw, it might be the play. I'm not going to do this, obviously. Yeah, we're just going to have to see what the draw is here. A lot of spice sitting there. It's a battle for Imperial Basin. I do have guild access. I don't have the spice, and I don't have water to get it a nice way. Like, this would be amazing. All these guys have a lot of water, though. So here's the thing. If I do this interstellar shipping up down, it's going to be pretty clear what I'm up to. But I think I probably just have to do it anyway, because if I let Memnon get this spice and then potentially go to Hayliner himself, you know, the game is pretty much over. Oh, God. I think I have to do it. I think I have to do it. I don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. I want to use my interstellar shipping, you know, in a better way, but I think I have to do it. This is extremely transparent. Nobody would do that unless they really wanted 6 spice for a round 7 2-point conflict. Okay, Memnon goes research station, does not pick up this spice. That means Hundro could pick this up and infiltrate me. And he has that Guild Accord in his deck. So that's pretty bad, because it means even if I go to Hayliner, which at this point I'm definitely doing, man. Does Hundro spend the spice though? That's going to be a tell. Yeah. Okay, goes down with the Emperor, so he's confident of picking that point back up. Interesting. So he's at 3 now, so that tells me he probably does not have the Guild Accord in hand. So I don't have to do the Hayliner now. I can wait on that. So I kind of want to send Peter to Carthag, but that would get me 2 intrigue cards, and that would be kind of a disaster potentially. I could get High Council seat. I think the Hayliner should be good enough. I don't think I have to use the advanced weaponry. Memnon doesn't have High Council seat yet. I'm going to take it right now. The problem is my intrigue cards are kind of harsh, right? Because I can't get rid of them. Like it feels bad to kind of waste Peter's intrigue here, because the persuasion is probably not going to end up mattering. Man, oh man. If I can get these 2 points, I'm going to be 1 point short of winning. Not necessarily winning, but of at least ending the game this round. That would have been amazing if I could have done it, but it's not going to happen. So this has to happen. I think I just have to put them all in. I don't really want to screw around here. Trashing a card, I don't think it honestly matters at this point. I'm not going to trash the Spice Must Flow because I actually want the spice out of that. So I'll just lose a desert planet from play. Not that it's likely to matter. Okay, Memnon now challenging for the Freeman Alliance and does still have an agent left, has the water to use it. Hundro going for smuggling, sets up for a shipping opportunity. I do have interstellar shipping next round, so I can get... No, I can't. I'm nowhere there. Yeah, because I did an up-down. Well. No swords on Yuna, that's good news. Only 1 troop in from Memnon. So I think I'm going to win this. I'll take control of Imperial Basin as well, which honestly is not bad because that's spice that I can use. If I go there, that's 3 spice plus the 1 from Spice Must Flow. That gets me the Sleeper Must Awaken. So that's kind of handy. Like, I'm looking into the future here. It's not guaranteed to work out that way. But... Do I even bother with anything here? I don't really think there's any point. Pass. Dispatch an envoy to hardy warriors, I imagine. No, secrets. Okay. Well, that gets him the alliance. It gets him 2 intrigue cards as well. Maybe it gets him enough firepower to take this conflict from me. That would be brutal. I mean, I do have the ambush if I need it. Oh, wow. Takes the Freeman alliance now. Pretty huge. I think I'm actually going to... No, I can't get rid of this damn intrigue. Oh, this thing is harsh. Here's what's crazy. I should have maybe put in fewer troops just to burn the ambush because, like, I really don't want to be sitting on 3 intrigues right now. What's this expedite all about? Plus the bribery. What does that do? Okay, it gets him the point with the Freeman here. Can he get to 10 points? Yes. Wow. Good game. And there's a spice must full from Memnon. So it's going to be a 3rd place, looks like, for me here. Very tight game. Wow. We'll see what happens. He didn't actually get the 2nd spice must flow to trigger the Holtzman engine. But does he have the memo quarters? 1, 2... No, he doesn't quite have the memo quarters either. So if it stands as it is... No, Memnon's going to end up winning on the spice tiebreaker, I think. Oh, it has a grand conspiracy. What did he have out of that, though? Okay. What a game. we're gonna put up a cheer for that game. I came 3rd, which is not ideal. But it was a tight game. It was a fun game. You know, yeah. Who knows what would have happened if I'd early revealed for that CHOAM directorship. But next time I have that opportunity, I'll definitely take it. Just because of the feels badness of it. You know, I definitely would have had that point. That's for sure. Quite possibly could have had an alliance here somewhere. You never know where things go. The whole game is different if I had done that. And it was close, you know. It was close. But that's how it goes. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon. If you want to support the channel, you can click the join button on YouTube to become a member. That'll unlock permanent full stream VODs for you. That'll get you the emotes. It'll get you the bonus exclusive members game every month. And on Twitch, you can subscribe, and that'll unlock Twitch VODs for you. They last about a week, but that's one of the perks there, as well as the emotes. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.